early mornings and everything is damp. Now we have to fold up wet tents. It's not ideal.
The race changes as the conditions change. I'm thinking of making a small change in the way that we handle our strategy due to the angle of incidence of the sun in the late afternoons. But the guys realize it's only halfway through the race. It's day 4, there's 8 days of this. Anything can still happen.
Welcome to stage 5 of the Sasol Solar Challenge. With the second consecutive day of unfriendly weather, teams are making their way to the friendly city of Port Elizabeth with a stopover in Janssenville. As most teams' battery packs are totally drained, today will certainly be a solar challenge.
4, 3, 2, 1!
Everything's going lovely. I think we've had some challenging weather, some really strong winds on the road, and certainly, as in true spirit of the Solar Challenge, we bring the rain to the Eastern Cape. Farmers were saying, yeah, they haven't had rain for 5 months, and suddenly the Solar Challenge comes and 3 days non-stop, so it's looking good. The teams that really need to be watched is certainly Northwest, UKZN, I think in South Africa, and UJ. I don't think you must underestimate. UJ has had some problems, but we've certainly seen them get up now, and I think we're going to see them pulling ahead again and pushing. I think we've got 3 strong South African teams.
And then the Dutch, as a final closing word.
Well, world champions, what can we say? They're quick, they're professional, they know what they're doing. I think we learn a lot from them. A lot of the things they ask us and tell us changes how we'll run the event in future years. So it's like having the Japanese over here as well. It was always a big treat for us to have the world champions on this event. So we know that we've got the best in the world. We know that when we measure ourselves against them, we know we're comparing to the very best.
We have come here with quite a large team, 24 of us here. We have team members who started building solar cars back in 2008. We like to think we have 8 winning factors. So for all those 8 things, we think we have to be better than other teams. Some of those winning factors are, for example, aerodynamics. We have a very good aerodynamic department in Delft. Also our solar panel, but also things like sponsoring. Without our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to be here right now. So we definitely focus on all those 8 winning factors to make sure we stay ahead of the rest.
Right, one thing that makes the Nuna team quite interesting, you also have the social van with the music and that. Has that been there since the beginning?
No, not always, and I think here in South Africa it's been a bit more than previously in Australia. We've installed a smoke machine like you saw and some laser lights. We even have a cactus now and a windmill in the support vehicle. It's nice to make other teams laugh. It's nice to have a little bit of a party at Park Vermee when you can't work on your car anyway. I guess it's a bit of a new thing here for South Africa, but it's always nice to make new traditions.
We are here in Janssenville at the first control stop, and the team has just unloaded the solar car from the trailer. The sun is out for the first time now and they will be charging. Whether they will go on the road yet, that is the question that remains.
The morning the weather was a bit bad and we decided to trail to the control stop, and then we are going to charge here and drive from here on out.
Sianamkela Ebai, or as the non-Xhosa speakers would say, welcome to Port Elizabeth. If we look at the sunshine from a solar car perspective, Port Elizabeth is definitely the friendly city. After a slow start, the team managed to complete a couple of loops and are now on their way to the finishing line at Kings Beach. Hope to bring you all the action of day 6 again tomorrow. Ebenemini Mnandi. We approached Rian Venter, better known as Die Nutsman, for a couple of DIY tips on solar car racing.
I've been doing this trip now for 4 days, it's 8 days till the end. I've also done a new DIY series at this moment. It's starting tonight on CakeNet.
Yes.
So all the people there from Porto, I know Porto was very big voters for me as well when I did my Strictly Come Dancing.
Yes.
So we're back on CakeNet doing a new season there, so I can teach people more to fix things around the house. I've shot an episode per day, so all the lazy people out there, you can do things per day. I've done 13 days of shooting, so we've done that now in Joburg. I've been away from home for a month and a half, so I miss my bed as well. You know.
But how's the sleeping been also on the trip?
You know,
I mean, it's the camping. Do you also stay in tents, or do you have the luxury of staying in chalets?
Luckily, I've got the Charlottes, you know, I call them Charlottes. So I'm very happy having Charlottes.
So you don't have wet shoes like we do?
No, I don't. You know, so when you get older and you do more TV, luckily they book you into VIP places. I'm so glad. Sometimes it perks. Being famous is quite cool. You know?
No, we don't have those perks. We have these tents. It was
will
wet
come.
last
It
night,
will come, yeah.
and it was a bit not that nice.
Yeah.
But we are here. At least the sun is shining now.
Yeah, you should just stick with what you're doing. And it took me 35 years to be on TV, so you've still got time.
So I must invest in a 35-year-old tent that can last 35 years.
You know, with the youngsters of today and the technology, you'll be on TV right there already, you know. When I was at university, I didn't have this chance climbing out of a car, having interviews with people. I mean, it's a privilege to do what you are doing, and I think you guys will enjoy it.
Yes.
Yeah.